949 The Rock. I'm your host, John-Angus MacDonald. I play in a band called the Trews, and I appreciate you being here with me to check out some new music here on the radio. And this week, we got a friend of mine from a band called Superstack. His name is Scott Donnelly. I've known Superstack and Scott since the turn of the century. We go way back. We used to play together in small clubs and bars and dive clubs and every other kind of thing back in those days. Had a lot of good times together and have remained pals. And Superstack, after a bit of a hiatus, are back with some music. And they enlisted yours truly, myself, to produce some tracks. We did 3 songs together last year, and those songs have been slowly coming out. They've released 2 already, and today we're going to hear a third. It's called 25 Feet of Snow. A little bit about the song. It was co-written by acclaimed Canadian songwriter Patrick Ballantyne with Scott, the lead singer of Superstack, and this powerful track combines the band's signature rock energy with Ballantyne's emotionally charged poetic lyricism, produced by John-Angus MacDonald. That's me. The song is a testament to the collaborative spirit of some of Canada's finest musical talent. 25 Feet of Snow captures a blend of raw emotion and reflective storytelling, transporting listeners into a wintry landscape of introspection and longing. With its haunting imagery and evocative lyrics, the song explores themes of isolation, resilience, and the weight of unspoken words, while maintaining the high-energy rock sound that Superstack is known for. This collaboration marks a thrilling new chapter for Superstack as they team up with Patrick Ballantyne to push their musical boundaries and explore a deeper, more emotional layer to their sound. Patrick's introspective, folk-influenced songwriting pairs perfectly with Superstack's dynamic rock instrumentation, creating a song that is both powerful and poignant. So that's a little background on what you're going to hear. But what we do sometimes on Generation Next, especially when I happen to have a personal connection to the artist we're playing, is we bring him in for a quick interview, just to talk about the song and to give a little more background on the band. So without further ado, please welcome Scott Donnelly from Superstack. Scott, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
Good. Nice to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Just by way of background for people that haven't heard of Superstack, we go way back, our 2 bands. I think we first shared the stage in either the very late 90s or the very early aughts, the turn of the century. You know, you guys were a going concern in like Northern Ontario. Your hometown is Sudbury, so I think we first connected in like North Bay, up those parts. And we did a lot of playing together in those days. We did a lot of hanging out, listening to music, partying, all that fun stuff. And then you guys went on a bit of a break for a while, right? You guys took a little hiatus, and now you're back.
Yeah. I mean, we had a few breaks.
Right.
Yeah. One of them was sort of like the going away to college, although it wasn't college. We were working with a songwriter named Jerry Griffin. And you remember that back in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And then, we had a little bit of a hiatus there. I would say just before COVID, I was out with another lineup of Superstack. And we were just touring under we're touring under Superstack, but I recorded an EP under my own name, Scott Donnelly. So,
right. Well, and just for people, for context, your band is, for fans of Humble Pie, Mountain, James Gang, you're essentially an encyclopedia of that era of rock and roll. I know, like, you single-handedly turned us on to a lot of these lesser-known bands from that era. I remember you showing us the original Pete Seeger Silver Bullet stuff. You're a very learned, well-studied apprentice of rock and roll, and your music reflects that. I feel like you guys have been very true to your sound since day one. So very much. I mean, classic rock is it's a diminishing word. It kind of reduces everything to like one thing. But you guys are definitely, for fans of that era, you guys do it in a really authentic and true to yourselves kind of way. So we're going to hear your latest song, which I can tell you my side of the story, but I want to hear yours. This is a song called 25 Feet. 25 Feet of Snow, or just 25 Feet?
25 feet of snow. Yeah.
Feet of snow. Sorry, it's one of those things when you're working, you have like the short form written down for so long. But yeah, we worked on this together. But why don't you tell us a bit about the track before we hear it?
I crossed paths with a really great songwriter, acclaimed songwriter who Patrick Ballantyne.
Yeah, we've written.
And going back quite a few years, we did a show together for another artist. We guested on his live album, and we were talking. We hit it off, and he gave me this song, and he said, "Hey, do you want to do this song?" And I did at the time. I wanted to put it together, but I mean, with all the things that were sort of going on at the time, I wasn't able to get to it, And when we started talking about doing a project, I thought, geez, that song is such a good tune. Like, I wonder what would we do with it, right? And so I'm sending it off to you, and what you sent back, I was like, it inspired me, right? So we ended up writing the chorus for it.
Right.
And a whole new verse, which at first I was a little worried because I didn't want to alter too much, but
I didn't know, it was seamlessly done, Scott, like your addition to the song, because it's tough when a song travels over time, like a couple of years past, and then you're going back and revisiting something. It's hard to be like consistently in the vibe of that song, but I think certainly the verse you added it blends right in with the stuff that Patrick wrote for it. And I remember we worked up that chorus at our rehearsal space, and I think it turned out great. And again, I don't think we interrupted the sort of mood of the song, which I think is the tricky thing,
Yeah, no, I felt it was really, it just unfolded really naturally.
Yeah.
So it wasn't hard. It wasn't one of those things where you're stuck, looking for something. I felt even the whole project, I felt went really, really well.
Yeah.
And it was great. Yeah.
Just for some people listening at home know what we're talking about. Scott's band Superstack brought me in to produce and work on these songs with them. We did 3 songs. We played one on Generation Next already. I think we played In Love Again last year. We did 3 songs, one called Crazy, one called In Love Again, and one called 25 Feet of Snow. 25 Feet is the sort of latest of the 3, and you're going to hear it in just a minute. But you also have another song you just dropped late last week, Friday. What's the deal with that song?
Oh, it's a song called Play That Song.
Okay, great.
It couldn't be more obvious. It's a bit of a, I guess, an autobiography type of song, right? Any musician can relate to it, really. When you got your first guitar and you had the dream of playing music, or whoever inspired you, whatever rock band, sort of spurred you on to choose to do this for a living. It sort of wraps that whole kind of thing up in it. And I mean, people have said things before about how, once you get out there and you write those songs, you have to play them all the time. And the argument for that, I would say, is it's better to play your own than to play someone else's, unless you truly love the song you're playing, right? So it's kind of about that, and it's a fun song. I think you can really hear our influences coming through on this one. So
cool. Well, awesome. People should go look it up. You guys are on all the socials. You're on all the streamers. So Superstack, spelled just like it sounds. Go look up the music. It's a band well worth getting into. Okay, so now we're going to hear 25 Feet of Snow. This is a perfect song for the January we've been having. Cool. It's been certainly feels like we're under 25 feet of it right now. So without further ado, 25 Feet of Snow by Superstack. Scott, thank you for coming on Generation Next Radio. I really do urge everybody out there listening to listen to Superstack's music and go see them live. That wonderful Firebird that Scott plays, usually through a wonderful vintage amp. I've seen you play every kind over the years. But Supro, Sun, whatever it happens to be. These guys really know what they're doing, and they really are coming from a genuine place. So check out Superstack. Here's 25 Feet of Snow on Generation Next Radio.